Ah, yes. Love is in the air, spring is upon us, the flowers are blooming, and there's a ton of gold to be made in World of Warcraft. Now, if you didn't already know, the bracelets from the event can be sold because people need a ton of them to complete their achievements. And currently, I'm selling them for about 100G a piece. You do this by going to any major city, talking with Queef, or Quee is it, and then asking him for a collector's kit. Once you've done this, you can kill any mob that gives experience, and you have about a 30 to 40% chance of getting a charm. 10 charms make a bracelet. Next, we're going to want to hit up our favorite high density mob spot, which I've made plenty of videos on before for leveling. There's currently the 44 mob DK Acolyte poll that can be done by mages and paladins. Then there's also the converted heroes, Sholazar Basin, and many other spots. Also, let's not forget that you can also get these while leveling alts, and a really good farm for this is the seal farm, in which you can slaughter hundreds of these seals in just a couple of minutes. The XP here is also really good, and this is a great way to make some money on your alts so you can get your flying mounts. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. These are all open world farms that are most likely to be contested, which you're not wrong, but these can also be done in instances. I haven't tried it myself, but I did have a friend farm the Slags and Halls of Lightning, and he yields about 20 per hour. Currently, my favorite spot is this 44 mob pole and ice crown that I've already made a video on, and besides the really good raw gold and loot you can get from it, each pole averages about 15 charms, which is 1.5 bracelets, which is currently worth about 150 gold. Not bad for only 4 minutes of work. The cool thing about this spot is it can be soloed by both Fire Mages and Frost Death Knights, but also Geared Prot Paladins can solo it, but they can only pull half the room at a time. But don't worry if you can't solo it. The best method to doing this pull is actually with a friend, and if you have a tank, you can pull both sides and put your back to the wall while the DPS focuses on AoEing down the mobs. This optimizes the amount of mobs killed in 1 hour and yields about 3,000 gold. The reason why we do it with a friend is because you can actually kill the mobs a lot faster, and even with the respawn rate, you're still averaging more charms per hour. Another interesting tidbit is that the person who kills the mob is the person who gets the charm, and you don't necessarily even need to have the tag for it. So if you're feeling really devious, you can definitely steal charms away from another farmer. Even though I wouldn't really recommend doing this, you can do it. Well, that's going to do it for me today. Let me know in the comments section if you're farming these bracelets and what spot you're using. Also, if you enjoyed the content or found it helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. Peace.